Hey everybody, so a lot has happened since I last came on here. As you know, I visited my family, I had a great time, celebrated the holidays, obviously taking precautions, taking care, but still, I also got COVID. And a lot of things have happened ever since then that are kind of personal. The best part of it all, I can say, is that I got a little puppy, a little Maltipoo, and I think maybe in the next video I'll introduce him. I just didn't know where to fit him in right now because this is not about him. Even though he is the cutest puppy ever, let me tell you, when you get an 8-week-old puppy, there's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of messes, a lot of crying, but at the end it's all worth it because there's so much fun and it really teaches you a lot of responsibility. I'm honestly so blessed that I was able to come and visit my parents and see them for the holidays. It was so much fun, and I haven't seen them in like a long time, so it was worth it. But now that I'm here, I've noticed that my habits that I used to have, the things that I used to do, the things that I used to eat, I just started doing them all over again and kept repeating them. Well, not repeating them, but I don't like it that that happened. Ever since I came here, I'm a little out of whack because, I haven't meditated, I haven't found the time, and I know it's an excuse, but I feel like the patterns that I used to have came back, and I could notice that my fuse is short. Like, I could get frustrated so fast now that I haven't meditated, or the type of foods that I've eaten. I can tell that my body feels a little heavier. I can tell that I get hungrier now. I'm just went backwards and it's kind of frustrating. Has that happened to you that you've gone to your mom's house, your dad's house, your family's relatives' house, and you're doing your own thing and you're living your own life, and you go back there, you see your old friends, you see your old um, acquaintances, or just your family in general, and you fall backwards. And I know it takes some discipline and self restraint to do certain things, but in the end, all we can do is just keep moving forward and try again, because obviously you can't be going backwards and being like, oh wow, I should have done it better, or I should have not done that. Instead, it's like, well, let's try again instead of being all disappointed and upset. I think the hardest part is that everyone keeps on doing the same things the same way, eating the same foods, doing the same thing, and just going when you visit someone and you do the opposite thing, you're trying to do something new. It's like, I don't want to be different than anybody else because, you know, if you're different, you change, they're like, why do you want to do this or why do you want to do that? There's like so many questions and you have to answer them, which you don't need to justify yourself, but then again, you feel like you need to give an explanation. And then it's like, well, I'm probably gonna feel left out if I don't do that, or it's gonna be weird, and what if I don't do this and it's not fun? And there's so many questions that go in your head and they shouldn't be in your head, but it is. But I think personally, following the vlog, following people, it's not who I am and it's not who I think we're supposed to be. I think we all just have to find our own path, our own way, and do what we like instead of following all these different ideas, patterns, anything that doesn't fit with what we want to do. I don't want to be repeating the same thing. I don't want to be in autopilot. I don't want to be static and continue to do what I did tons of years ago. I want to change no matter how challenging it is, no matter what comments come my way or said about me. It shouldn't even matter. I never want to be defined. I never want others to define me, but I want to find my own definition of who I really am, if that makes sense. And I could have made a video like, oh yeah, I came home and I still continued eating how I ate over there at my house in Sacramento, or I did what I used to do over there in my other home, and it was easy. I meditated, and everyone else was eating and drinking, but that's not true. I went backwards, and honestly, I just wanted to say what I wanted to say because I want to show that everyone is making mistakes and everyone just wants to show on social media how perfect everyone is and how everything is good in their lives. And it's my personal opinion. I don't know if it's true what I'm saying. It's just coming out of my mouth, but I could be wrong. And just to relate to everyone. I don't like when people just say, oh, do this, do that. I want to hear stories and I want to know what you're going through. And that's something that I love to watch on social media. I like to watch on YouTube. So I'm doing this. I want to see how people evolve throughout their life, how people grow, how people are constantly changing. And I don't know if this video was exciting. I don't know if it was boring, but I felt like I had to make it. And so in the next video, I hope that what do you want to see? What kind of content do you want to see from me? Not too personal, I hope. And I'll be sure to look at the comments and perhaps make a video about whatever you guys want me to do. And with that, I'll see you next time.